class 5. Welcome in your e-learning classes of EVS. We are continuing our super senses chapter 1. And we have completed smelling sense and seeing sense. Today we will start with our hearing sense. So hearing sense, we know we can hear from our ears. And in class 4, you have read about birds, where you have observed that birds do not have any ear. So how do they listen the things? How they are able to listen? They have small ear holes in the both side of their head, but they do not have any kind of external ears. But they are able to hear the sound or catch the sound. So here, today we will discuss the hearing sense and hearing sense of different animals. Now, questions are given here. Refer page 8. The name of the 10 animals whose ears can be seen. So, you can easily answer this question. There are so many animals who have ears that we can see, like elephants, rabbit, dog, goat, buffalo, horse, cow, and so many others. You can write the names of the animals according to your choice. Second question is given here. The names of some animals whose ears are bigger than ours. So again, the same names are coming in my mind. These are elephants, dogs, horses, buffalo. Their ears are bigger than our ears. But the third question is a question which we have to think. Is there some link between the size of animals' ear and their hearing? So I think the link is the larger ear of the animals and sound is there. If we have bigger ears, that means with the bigger ears, animals can collect more sound vibrations. As they collect more sound vibrations, that means they can hear sharper than the animals who are having small ears. So, the sharper ears help, the bigger ears help us to hear the sharper voice. Now, one activity is given here. For this activity, find a quiet place in your school. Tell one of your friends to stand at a short distance and ask him to say something softly. The rest of you should listen carefully. Then all of you put your hands behind your ears as shown in the picture. Let the same child say something again as softly as before. In which case was the sound sharper? Ask your friends. So here, page number 8, you see the figure. The figure is given like this. That means when we are standing simply and the sound is passing from our ears. So we can hear the sound. But in case when we are keeping our hands behind our ear, that means we are making our ear bigger, or they are capable of collecting the sounds more or the vibrations of the sound more. So this time or in this case, we will listen the voice sharp or stronger than the first case. So in this way, we come to know the bigger ears collect the more sound vibrations, and that is helpful for listening things loudly or sharply. And very next, one example or one activity is given here. Sit near a desk, tap the desk once with your hand. Listen carefully. Now put your ear on the desk as shown in the picture. Tap on the desk once again with your hand. Listen again. Was there any difference in the sound of the tap? So in the first case, when the person or a boy is sitting near the desk and tapping the desk, that time the vibrations of the sound is coming, but their frequency and they are not as sharper as in the case or the second activity when the boy is putting his ears on the desk. That time through the table vibrations are going sharply in the ear of the boys, and this boy, this time or the second time, the boy will listen. The tapping of the table sound will be sharper, or in this time the sharper sound of the tap will be heard by this boy. So when we are collecting more sound vibration, that means we are hearing or we are conceiving more sharper voice or the stronger voice. So I think you have got this point. That means more vibrations are more strong, making more stronger voice or more stronger sounds. So when we are hearing more sharper vibrations or we are collecting stronger vibration, that means we are hearing better than the vibrations which are collecting our ears in a feeble sound. So I think it is clear to you and you got my point. Next we will go to the another topic. So that is sound send messages. So how the sounds making the messages, we will see in animal kingdom there are so many animals, they are making different kinds of sound. They make different kinds of sound. So 1 and 2 examples are given here. So we will elaborate those examples and try to understand these kind of activities and these kind of messages. First one is given here. As we know, langurs and monkeys usually live in a group. So they make a group, and during this life there are some kinds of functions, they have some kind of work. So the langur who watches all around and who is recruited for the work of watching danger, that langur climb up on the tree and he just hang himself on the tree or the top of the tree. Whenever it feels any danger, maybe a leopard, maybe a lion, that time it makes a special sound or special warning to alert other members of the group. So they become alert from that danger and move towards a safe place. Now, these type of sound are usually different from those sound which langur usually makes. So this is all about the langur. Now next, if we will talk about birds. So the birds are also there to give alarms, or they also give alarm calls to other birds if they sense or if they feel any kind of danger. But there are few kinds of birds who make different kind of sound when they see different kind of danger. Suppose if they are seeing the danger is coming from the sky, that time the bird makes a special sound which alert or alarm other birds that danger is coming from the sky, and those birds, the other members of that group, they move towards the safe place and they leave that place. But if they feel or if they see the danger is coming from the ground, that time these birds make different kind of sound, so the other birds can be alert from this danger and they move away from that place. So there are different kind of sounds which birds make to alert other members of their group, or to make alarm calls to make the other birds safe. So this is all about the messages which are sent through the birds or through the langurs to their other members, or to other langurs and the birds. Fishes are also there. If we talk about the fish, then we can say fishes also make alarming calls, but this alarm call is by electrical or electric signals. These are different from the birds and langurs. These calls are electric signals, and through waves they send their messages to other fishes. So there are some sign language, some alarm warnings are there which they send to other members and the other animals of their group. Now, even if we talk in some other topic, like when the natural calamities occurs, or when some natural calamity occur in our country or anywhere, that time few people observed and scientists also observed animal do some kind of strange behavior, and the animals have some kind of behaving manner which are not usual. So they observed this, and even in 2004 the tribal people of Andaman and Nicobar, they felt or they have seen the different kind of behavior doing by the animals before the hitting of tsunami. They have seen that animals like horses were neighing, and elephants were trumpeting, and ants were making disorders, and fishes were also agitating in the water. So these all were the alarms to their members, or it was observed by the tribal people, and they sensed that maybe there is some danger. As they have sensed about the danger, they moved into some safe place inside that island. So these people become safe from this hit of the tsunami, and afterward, after the tsunami, they came back and they have told this to the other scientists and other people. So these all are the examples which says us, or by this we can observe that animals have that sense of hearing, and they make few kinds of alarm for people and for other members of their group, to make them alert, to make them safe. So these all were about the sense of the animals. Now scientists also observed it that dolphins have also a very different kind of sound it makes to call its friend, or call its another member of the group, and their sounds are also some kind of messages, and they make this kind of messages to convey their other members. And here the scientists also observed that animals have their own language, and they have some kind of different language. Maybe we do not understand that, but they send messages to the member of their groups or the other animals of their group. So these all about the sense of hearing. And few questions are given here again. Can you understand the sound of some animal? So yes, we can understand. Maybe we cannot understand the language, but the gesture and few signs are there by which we can understand little bit language of dog and cat. And the animals who can understand us, who can follow our instructions, they are also dog, cat, or somewhat in some kind of in mimic manner. Parrot also copy our language, and sometimes they make the sound. They make the sound like us. So these all about the different kind of sound of animals, how they imitate us and how they follow our instructions, and about some animals who sense about the danger and who make the different type of calls or the warning calls to make us safe. That's all. Next time we will discuss about some other topic. Thank you.